But they also say to me, what do you mean when you say that Sargon of Akkad panders to the far right? That's absurd.
Yet you're going to go on to strawman him completely and claim that he actually does. And I'm going to disprove this right now, Potato Man. So this is a video of him trolling the alt-right. This is the one explaining why he's obviously bad. This is the one refuting comments from said video, and this is one where we debated someone that would be classified as far right. And if you'd like to know why Sargon doesn't criticize the right so much, I suggest you go watch this video. To sum it up, basically he doesn't really care about the right, he wants the left to succeed, and he's worried that if the left becomes an absolute laughingstock when the right does do stuff that is wrong, everyone would just laugh at them. So, we're going to go through the rest of this video already debunking his point, and as I'm getting sick and tired of people claiming Sargon is on the right wing just for the start, and then to say he's far right, because he's not. And it's fine. I like people on opposing side of my political opinion that respectfully has taught me a lot. So, Potato Man, I think you should just go back to your caves and lead your potato people, as reality's not really liking your argument.
And I say to them, obviously, yeah, you're correct. Because, I mean, he would never, ever say, I don't know, softball a Holocaust denying piece of shit, and then follow it up by saying that that same Holocaust denying piece of shit was, you know, in accord with liberal values. That would never happen, right? Roll the clips.
What is with this smug expression, Potato Man? You look like you're the cat that got the cream. You really have actually not, whatsoever. You haven't proven anything, you're just slandering this guy. This is why the social justice warrior community really bugs me, because they think they have the moral high ground. They think that we're all just plebs that should just bow down and listen to them. And these like, roll the clips. It's just like, come on. Now you're going to show clips of Sargon lowballing his opponent, which translation is just him not completely just screaming at the guy. You do realize some opinions are so ludicrous that Sargon actually doesn't need to, you know, excommunicate the person. His audience is smart enough to realize that it's just wrong, okay? God damn, Potato Man.
The 6 million number has been used, was used like 20 years before the Holocaust. But people were put into camps. Yes, people were put into camps.
Yeah.
But I believe like the majority of the deaths were due to illness and starvation. The Allies bombing, you know, near the camps, cutting off the supply trains and all that. And like, look at the bodies. The bodies were shriveled up. These people were starving. They had illnesses. These people were not gassed. A gassed person doesn't look like that.
I agree with you that towards the end of the war, undoubtedly, many people starved. You know, undoubtedly, because supply lines would have been damaged and food would have been short, and the food would have gone to the men fighting. You know, and completely understandable that at the end of the war that would be the case. But leading up to that, do you not think the Nazis were exterminating Jews?
See, Sargon's just trying to find out, based Alaska's argument, his point of view. Because the problem is, you social justice warriors slander people so much that it's hard to grasp what is real and what is not. So even people with ideas that aren't correct, it's hard to actually find out if they actually do believe what you guys are saying about them, which is most of the time it's not. But as you see, Sargon doesn't have to lie about this topic to win it. He's correct, obviously. When the Germans were losing, food would have got short and it would have gone to the people fighting. So thus a lot of people would have died of starvation and diseases. That doesn't change the fact that there was also gas chambers and everything like that. It's just, you argue dishonestly. Sargon doesn't have to. Why would he? It's ridiculous, Potato Man. No wonder they kicked you out of the cave.
I'm not totally sure on that. But I think we need to look at, you know, who are these people? Who are these people that run CNN? What types of people are they? If they all happen to be, you know, Buddhist or, you know, Italian or whatever, I would sort of look at that and say, okay, maybe that's not a coincidence if, you know, 2% of the population and they control like, you know, 90+% of the media, and there happens to be a lot of garbage coming out in the media. So I think that's why the alt-right, you know, sort of is frustrated with a lot of the Jewish people. I mean, from my personal experience, I've seen terrible things come out of the media. It's a liberal cesspool. Cultural Marxism, it's disgusting. I believe cultural Marxism is destroying our country, and I want to stop it. So,
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that does make sense. I mean, I don't mind Baked Alaska. I don't think he's a bad person, and I don't think he's malevolent. I don't think he's out to hurt people. I think that from what I gathered from my talk with him the other day, I think that he does fundamentally agree with liberal values.
Liberal values?
See, now this is why you can't address an argument honestly. I actually agree with Sargon. I don't think Based Alaska has any ill intentions. He actually believes in Western liberal values because he doesn't want to impose that on anyone. He's seeing the Jewish people obviously do hold a vast majority of the media, but I don't think it's some plot or something like that. So it's someone looking at an issue and taking the wrong conclusions from said issue. But he doesn't want to riot, he doesn't want to take them down or anything like that. And for reference, those mainstream media, CNN is the worst. The absolute vitriol that comes out of that site. The Clinton News Network, have you heard of that? Because it really was. But still, it may hold some beliefs that aren't correct. Obviously, I don't think it's a Jewish plot or anything like that. But it doesn't make him a truly awful person. It just means that he's looking at a situation wrong. And you can't handle that. That's the problem, K-Dog. You think you've got him, but once again, Sargon's not agreeing with Bakes Alaska's point of view. He's just saying he's not fundamentally a bad person, which I don't think he is either. And this is what you guys can't get through your heads. Just because he speaks to someone doesn't mean that he agrees with them. And you're finding out information from these talks. So you're proving that you wouldn't know Baked Alaska believed this if he wasn't speaking with Sargon. Yeah, or someone else. But yeah, you just don't care. You just want to silence him anyway. You're such an idiot, mate.
Sargon, really? I mean, fucking Baked Alaska is so far to the right that he could be part of Dave Rubin's new centre, you f***ing knob. A classical liberalism!
Wow, I can't believe after Bearing did a video showing you doing that a ton that you still do a classical liberalism. What is that, mate? That is awful. Like, yeah, I make mistakes. I had an awful intro at one point, but geez, that's just cringe-worthy. But anyway, you don't understand. It's basically authoritarian versus libertarian. Even if he does believe in all that stuff, he doesn't want to censor anyone. He doesn't want to force it on anyone else. You can actually have a conversation with him. So he is far better than you. Because you, I hate to bring this up again, but, a baron can falter. A baron will eventually slip up. You may be able to defeat him, but you've got your own moral conscience backing you up. You think what you're doing is correct. You think you're a hero fighting against monsters. You could oppress us to the end of time, and if it's for our own good, then we're screwed, mate. And it's just scary. It terrifies me, because you bring up Dave Rubin because he's on the left as well. You are so terrified of people on your side, way more than I'm on the right. But I don't really like terms, because I'm a single issue voter type of thing. So the rest I can work something out with you. But yeah, because they're showing that you can be on the left and still have friends, have conversations with people on the right, because your fundamental ideology is whoever we deem is wrong, they should just be blacklisted. I'm doing a video in which Thomas Smith has issued an ultimatum that if Mythos Milwaukee don't apologize to him over Sargon, then they're going to blacklist him from the atheist movement. They're trying to blacklist Sargon from the atheist movement. That's just horrific, mate. Why do you guys think that you have the power to blacklist people? But anyway, you're on the side where Steve Shives calls him a emotionless psychopath, probably one of the worst things you call someone directly after what happened in Las Vegas. Tim basically making a video crying about how terrible Sargon is, showing he's just a massive hypocrite. And I'm getting a bit tired of all this, Potato Man. I would go and beg to your potato people, say that you were wrong to join us in reality, and just go away. Because this is just ridiculous. To say Sargon is far right is so flawed that why he got banned off Twitter for triggering the alt-right. He's pretty terrible at pandering, to be honest. But anyway, guys, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I've got to do a 1,000 subs special. I've got a Quiplash SJW edition that I'm working on with Occam's Router and a couple other people on my Discord. So yeah, if you want to join that, come see me in Discord, leave me a message. But yeah, always remember, you can always give me shit. Comment section is basically free reign. Because, yeah, it's a comment section. Come on. Anyway, laters, guys. As I was about to produce this video, I just noticed that Sargon of Akkad has liked one of my videos. Thank you so much, mate. I hope you enjoyed this one. I apologize that they slander you repeatedly. It must be incredibly frustrating. But yeah, you're definitely not far right or on the right wing, and that's perfectly fine. And yeah, that's why they're so terrified about you, because you're debunking their argument as a leftist. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and guys, see you later. And Potato Man, you're such a beta male, dude. Just give up.
I'm a beta male. Beta male. Beta male. Beta male. You are a cunt. Beta male. Beta male.
I can work on myself and I can like build myself up.
Beta male.